Hello, Debbie B. Anthony, hello. I'll start straight away. I won't keep anybody waiting. I've had enough of doing lives, right? And it was last night. I just find it very hard for for people to interact. And I watch a lot of live videos, like people's videos, Beardo's videos, and I do, I like these people. I might criticise them, you know, because that's what I do. I just criticise people because they come across holier than holier, right? And I criticise them for one thing only, right? They say they're not in it for the money, but when they all go live, they've all got the super chats on. And I'm sorry, you can't say I don't do it for the money and then put a super chat on, you know, because obviously that is doing it for the money. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. People, Mr. Grey, or I've never watched Mr. Grey, by the way. I don't even know who Mr. Grey is. But just YouTubers in general, they really piss me off when they say they don't do it for the money and then, like, they go lives and they, they get the contributions, you know, and it really does piss me off. And I just thought, like, I'm not going to do any more lives because it's just a waste of time. I don't know what's happened to somebody. Somebody put me onto it. I'm put Simon. What's happened to Ghosts of Britain? I don't know. Maybe they've had a big fallout with each other. Maybe Lee was shagging somebody else. Maybe she was shagging somebody. Well, it doesn't matter. It's their life, isn't it? It's their life. It's got nothing to do with me. But it's what I do say. You know, if if I'm going to come on here and I put it out there last night, ask me a question because, like, I've been struggling for weeks, because I have to bounce off you. To be a good YouTuber, I have to bounce off you. And if I'm going to be funny, I've got to bounce off your comments and make you laugh. But nobody ever comments. So I just think, oh, fuck it, I've just wasted my time. Why do I bother? So I thought, I'll go back to ghost hunting. And not only that, my health is not too good. So I won't be knocking drink on the head, but I'll be slowing it down. I will say that. Hi, Simon, how are you? Feeling a bit down. I really am feeling a bit down. I'm feeling down with YouTube. I was pissed off today because I was downloading Proving Demons video and it didn't work. So I've not got it. And not as if I'd show it, because I don't really show anything on here anymore. Because, like Beardo and the few others that are moaning about they're getting copyright strikes. And I get fed up with that as well. Them moaning about. And I think to myself, are you real? Are you lot real? Are you fucking stupid sometimes? If you're going to shout somebody out, they're going to defend themselves. And they are going to copyright strike. They don't want their followers listening to you. You know, you're a debunker or whatever. You know, they don't want their followers listening to you. You know, like John Sixth Sense has copyrighted me quite a couple of times. You know, I make a video. But at least, you know, me and him have got this like, I don't like you, Simon, and I don't like you, John. Not that I don't like him. I just think he's a compulsive liar and he can't really help himself. And he needs some help, you know. But apart from that, I can't help him. You lot can't help him. You know, he's just a compulsive liar. But it's one thing we've all got in common. We all believe in spirit, you know. And at the moment, I'm doing a bit of I don't want to call it Buddha training. I agree, Simon. It's all life and it's full of lies. Yeah, you know, but some of these YouTubers that claim they're like, you know, butter wouldn't melt in the mouth. Who you got? You've got because I do watch Speedo and I do enjoy him, but at the same time I can criticise him. People are like, you know, hey, come on, Simon, stay positive. Not like you to be. I am down. I'm just so fed up. I'm just fed up with the community, and you know, I make an effort to come on, but nobody. It's like now I'm getting comments, and I really enjoy it when I get comments. But sometimes I come on and I get nothing, and it's not about the views and how many people you get. It's about the interaction. You know, I have to feed off you. You have a laugh, you know, but when there's no interaction there, what's the point? So I think I'll just give up the lives. I'll carry on doing my ghost hunting. I think I've seen one of your events, Lynn, that I won't mind going to. And I've got Tony Ferguson. He wants me to go down and see him. Uh, I've got my good friends Lindsay and John. You know, they keep saying to me, when you're coming up, when you're coming up. I've got Patricia Lowe wants me to go up and see her. And I did promise her I'll do an investigation in her house. But because of this, and and a little bit of my ill health, my legs and everything, and my cramps, and you know, the doctors give me new tablets that seem to be working at the moment. Uh, and I'm just pissed off. You know, and I really do want to get back into ghost hunting. You know, like you say, Nanny Lynn, when we met, we had a right laugh. Uh, but I want to go ghost hunting with you. I want, because I genuinely believe in my heart you are genuine. And I want to do ghost hunt with Tony Ferguson. Uh, who else? Uh, Stephen Griff. You know, the Ouija brothers. You know, I believe they're genuine. And I do want to go ghost hunting with people that, like, I can have a laugh with, I can have a joke with, And I can ask some serious questions and probably make a video or whatever. But you can ask Lindsay and John. Sometimes I don't even bother making it. I think because I believe what I believe, and if other people don't believe it, I don't care what they believe. They can say what they want. It's like being back at school, isn't it? You know, when you believe in something, you know, if you went to church, you know, when you was a kid, I have to go to church every Sunday. Kids used to bully you, and you know, but I do really get pissed off with YouTube sometimes. And like I say, I was watching Proving Demons last night, and I think to myself to him, how dare you call me a pisshead when you're doing a live drinking. And he's blocked me. He literally did block me because he didn't realise who I was, man to the day. Because when I did the drama, well, most of you won't remember when I did the drama videos, I used to shout him out. And he went, are you with that old man? You're fucking blocked. And I started laughing. I just thought it was funny. You know, because I had serious questions. I really do have serious questions. You know, maybe so I should do these videos about 11 o'clock. You know, when we all what? Well, I've shut the bottle of ale now. Uh, Last night I drank 3/4 of a bottle. Yeah, I've got another one here. Look. So last night, let's turn it to its. I had about that much in the bottle when I started. When I finished, it was down below. I watched Proving Demons, and I swear to God, right, it puts the minute, like, and he gets pissed on it, and I think, fucking hell, how the fuck can you get pissed on that, you? And he'll knock it back, take a swig out of a bottle, and then watch the money rolling. And then he'll slag a couple of people off or whatever. I think, I'm not quite sure, because I think, but he mentioned people, he mentioned Beardo. John and Lindsay, you are a team doing good. I told you you would be. You see, me, John and Lindsay, we are a team. And we are because we like each other's company. We have a laugh and a joke. But it's not just me, John and Lindsay. You've got Nanny Lynn in there that we've investigated with. And all the, like Tim. Hi, Simon. Hope you're okay. Hello, Susan. You've got Tim. And I think Tim comes from Skegness Way. He's done a couple of investigations with us. You've got Claire. You know, she's friends with. I'm talking football. So don't talk about fucking football after the fucking week I've had. I pay for this thing on my television so I can watch all the derby matches. And then last week it started playing up and I couldn't watch it. And then this week, when I think, oh yeah, it'll be all right, I couldn't watch it again. You know, so I go to my local Hello Yo Yo. So she's another one, you see, Yo Yo I've met, and she'll tell you what a dipstick I am. You know, hello, Maverick. Jojo will tell you I'm a dipstick, but she'll also tell you how truthful I am. I do not lie. Why? Because I did lies when I was a kid. I did lies when I was a young adult. I did lies when I was fighting. I did lies when I was thieving or whatever. And then I grew up. That's what kids do for you. You have a couple of kids and then realise you don't want your life in prison. So you change everything. You change your lifestyle. You change your friends. Uh, you go and get a job, and you leave your past life behind. Problem with YouTube, it follows you because of Facebook, because everybody knows. There's somebody that knows me that can tell you all my little dirty secrets. And I know it. I know it can be like that. What's that? You're friggin' hilarious. I love your company. I think it's because I think out the box, Yo-Yo. I really do. I think out the box. I ask the questions. If I go ghost hunting, and I will tell you what I'm feeling. I'll tell you what I'm picking up. And I'll also say I'm not a medium. Like when I was investigating with Nanny Lynn, she'll tell you. I put my hand on a wall and I felt something. And it's what I felt was that this building had been renovated. And so I asked Nanny Lynn, and I said, has this building been, altered or, and she said, sort of, you know. So I'm hey, Simon, I posted some photos on your Facebook page. That's all right, man. I'd love to come and see you again. And when I get myself sorted, you know, I don't lie. I don't have to lie. I've done all that in the past. We've all got an history. Every one of us has got an history. But it's what we do after our history. I've always been spiritual ever since I was a kid. I've always been spiritual. Hello, John. But I was a nasty little without the swearing. Let's curb the swearing down, shall we? And this is where, like, some YouTubers, you know, they want to be somebody, but they're nothing. I wanted to be somebody, but I'm nothing. I'm just me. That's all it is. That's what you get, just me. But I want to be big on YouTube. No. Why? Because I tell the truth. I don't hide things. I don't hide behind things. I say things the way they are. Like I say, I like Beardo. I think sometimes he's wrong. I like Purple. I think he's wrong sometimes. I don't know Mr. Grey. I like My Hotel is Haunted, and I really do like it. I watch them, and I think they're great people. But at the same time, I think like, are they ripping people off with the prices you have to pay? So I would say it, even though I like them and I follow them or whatever. You know, I would say, you know, I'll be ripping people off with the prices because I can't afford. I can't. Well, I could, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't pay that price. But I'm not saying they're not credible people because they are. I can arrange another night, Simon, with John and Lindsay. When you, at the moment, hang on a minute. Let me get my piece of paper. Oh God, it's here. My piece of paper. Uh, Sometime after Wednesday, the 20th of September, and that's when apparently, well, apparently it's true. So it's not apparently, is it? It's not apparently. It's finished. I don't want to say rehab because that sounds like I'm a junkie, but it's like because I can't breathe very well, I get out of breath, and I'm doing this thing. You know, it did start on Friday the 11th of August, so I've done that. I've done Wednesday the 16th. I did Friday, which was like a day ago. Uh, 19th. Then I've got the 23rd, the 25th. So my last one's about Wednesday, 20th. So any time after that, I'm free. Hello, Gary. Good evening, Simon, or evening. But I would like to go again. You know, it was a brilliant, brilliant weekend. Oh yeah, I know it's for my well-being. I'm doing it, but like I say, I mean, uh, I've never been into fitness because, like, I was a lift engineer, and when I was a lift engineer, you know, I had a fit body because I was lifting heavy metals. I was bending and whatever. So I never had a six pack because I drank it. I really did drink it. But like, uh, now I'm doing a bit of weightlifting and a bit of exercising. I'm doing breathing exercises, and it's all to do with this thing. And I, the first bit, because it lasts 2 hours a day, right? 2 hours, and you get an hour in the gym. So it's what they do. They give you 15 minutes, and when you get there, and you have to do like exercises as an old age pensioner. So as an old age pensioner, you sit in your chair, and they'll go like stamp your feet, march, punch the air, punch here, do this, do that, you know. And you're not knackered because you're sitting in a fucking chair, aren't you? You're sitting down, you're relaxing. You know, you can do all this, you know, so you're not really out of breath until you start doing and pushing yourself. But you can't push yourself because they give you a set of their standard. exercises, you know. So when they put me down in the gym, they'll say, "I'll put you on the running machine." You know, you don't run, you walk, and they put you on a very slow walk. Till in the end, you think, "Fucking hell." You know, I've got to do this for 10 minutes. And so I'm like that, pushing the button. You know, I can walk a little bit fast. I can do this. I can do that. So I push myself, which I do. It's like because I was a lift engineer, I used to pick up metal. My boss says, like, you're going to let metal beat you. So I've got that mentality still in the head where, like, I've got to push myself. So I started watching, like, I've always been interested in Tai Chi. So I started watching Tai Chi videos and exercises and their breathing exercises. So I'm doing that now. And like that, I just think I'm slowly going to come off the. I won't pack the drink in because that's me. I am this. Unfortunately, I won't pack it in. Uh, but I have to pack it in on a Saturday or a Sunday or a Friday because I really do want to go out ghost hunting, you know, at weekends. I really do. What's that, Lynn? No, he's not. He will phone you. Is that Rob? But you see, I do miss, you know, the interaction, like I say, on YouTube, if I meet you personally. I really miss that. Hey, my phone's going off. So, look, have I got a message? Oh, Nanny, I'll have to have a look at that. It's quite weird. I'll tell you now, Nanny Lynn, right? Now you've caught that, but it's bright, isn't it? Right. I've been seeing in this flat, like, the only way I can describe it is, it's like, uh, how can I get my hands around to show you? It's like, it's very, very small shadows, but they're not nigglite, they're not headite, but it's like floor level, you know, like your skating board levels. And every now and again, at the corner of my eye, I see a dark figure. I see this little, it's dark and it moves across the wall and it moves quite fast. And because I live in a flat, I think, oh, it's a fucking mouse. Because they're dark, aren't they? But I just keep seeing it every now and again, this flattened. Uh, because when I see, you can't see it because my back's here, but you can see me settee here. When I sit on that settee and I watch the TV, you know, I can show you my TV. Look. There it is. You can see me like that's the TV there, look. And because I'm in the way, you can't see this settee. But that's the television, you know, and like, you know, so I sit there and the door's like, you can't sit, there's the door, look. So from where that door is, I see a dark shadow quite a lot of times. That's what I thought, Yo-Yo. Is it an animal spirit? That is exactly what, because I've killed that many mice in this flat, I think they're coming back to haunt me. You know what I mean? They're coming back to haunt me. But it's exactly what I thought. Is it an animal spirit? And I just don't know. I really don't know. But because I live in a block of flats, I'm without being racist, because apparently I am a racist. For some people, I am a racist. Because I say what I, oh God, go put some clothes on, love, and shut your curtains. How dare you? Oh, oh. This is what I love about living in flats. You know. Oh. Yeah, well, I thought that, is it an animal spirit? I really did. Oh, I've got pains now. Oh, in my back. Oh, I'm watching the time. I'm watching the I'm watching the neighbour over the road. You know, just needs to put some clothes on. It's in this room. But like now, I'm facing like this way. But when I sit on my settee and watch the TV, that's when I see it. It doesn't happen all the time, but every now and again, and it's not a very big shadow. And like I say, it's where the skating boards are, and I see it move along, and I think to myself, did I see that right? You know, so you do question yourself. You know, I wouldn't say this place is haunted. Uh, I would say my other house was haunted. Well, I used to hear about loads of stuff in there. I could hear people walking upstairs. I could hear people walking in the main bedroom. Uh, it's like here. This is the living room. Say up there was my bedroom. I could hear people walking across the floorboards, and literally you could hear them walking. And every now and again, not very often, but every now and again, you'd think to yourself, hang on a minute, is there somebody up there? So you'd go upstairs to check, you know, because like you know it's a ghost, but curiosity always got the better of you. Where you always thought, hang on a minute, I better go and check just in case I'm being burgled. So you go upstairs, you go and check the bedroom out, and like there's no one there at all. What's that? It doesn't have to be haunted for your loved ones in spirits to be with you. Problem with me, yo-yo, I wouldn't say I hated my mum. I disliked her. I hated my dad with vengeance. I was brought up with when I was very young. I was brought up with my auntie and my uncle. They couldn't have kids, so my mother used used to let us go and spend weeks and weeks with like my auntie, my uncle. Hello, Riz. Hello, Simon. Hope you're well. Yes, I am. So I used to spend a lot of time with my uncle and my auntie. In fact, I used to spend that much time with them that I used to call them my mum and my dad because, like, I spent that much time with them. And they emigrated to Australia. They said to my mum, we want to take Simon with us. My mum went, no, you're not taking him. You're not taking him. He's stopping here with us. But you got to remember, I'm about 4 year old. I can remember crying. I can remember everything. I can still remember it to this day. Like, you're not taking him. You're not taking. And I can remember them going, and I'm crying, and I'm running to the gate, and they're leaving. You know, and then I thought, like, you know, these people I don't really know because, like, I spent that much time with my auntie and my uncle. I thought I'm going to make their life a misery. I really did think it at the age of like either I was 3.5, 3 and 10 months. I don't know, nearly 4 year old, 5 year old. But I do remember saying I'm going to make their lives a fucking misery. And did I? Did I make their lives a misery? You know, where like they couldn't control me. I was brought up in a children's home. And like I says to you, I lied, I cheated, I did everything wrong. Why? Because I wanted to upset. But then you start growing up, don't you? You start to develop a brain. You know, you start to think. And so like I started asking questions, like to my mother, where to the point where I forgive her. And I told her why I was I told her why I was doing these things to hurt her. My dad I couldn't really forgive because like he was an arsehole. But when he died, I wanted to understand why he was such a fucking arsehole. So I asked my mum a few questions. I asked like not my brothers and sisters, but like you know, other aunts and other uncles. I asked questions. Why, and then I realised like his dad was a drunk. My dad had to go to work when he was 14. He had to support two brothers and a sister. Uh, you know, it's an odd story, but like it don't define who you are. You know, you define like like me. I define who I am because I've accepted who I am. You know, and and like I said, I've grown up, I've lied, I've cheated, I've done this, I've done that, and I've decided not to. I've always believed in spirit. I've always believed in spirituality. I've always questioned myself when I've done things wrong, to the point where, like, I think, no, well, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm just going to tell the truth. And that's what I do now. I just tell the truth. Is it because of my hard life? I don't think so. I think it's because of me. I want to tell the truth. I really do want to tell the truth. And because I do that, it's like I say, I get upset when I'm not just on about like my is it my hotel is haunted? It's not just on about him. There's Richard Felix. He's another one. That charges the earth, true life, the arsehole you make is the best of it. You do make you choose your own path, and you choose, like Lanny Lynn says, you choose your own path in life. I chose mine when I was 4 years old. Because of the circumstances I was going through. You know, the people I thought was my parents, because my parents, like, because this couple couldn't have kids. You know, they says to the mum, can we have Simon for a couple of days? Can we have Simon for a week? Can we have Simon for 2 weeks? Can we have Simon? And my mum, because she had like, there was 7 of us. Now, I can't imagine having 7 kids. I really can't imagine having 7. I only had 2, and that was with the first girlfriend. The second one, I only had 1, but I adopted my son, Scott, and I really, it was a brilliant lad, which he is. But I didn't give it about like they used to do in this, well, you can't say 60s, can you? Because it was like, my mum, was it the 40, 45, 47, the 50s, you know? In them days, like, they didn't even know what sex was. Just a peck on the cheek, that was sex in them days. So when they realised because I always believe a bloke knows what a bloke does manipulate women. You get this like urge, and, yeah. How much control does anybody have over life? Really? You see, I don't know. You know, just stopped him. What's the tap? We're talking about life and like, you know, I was a really, I'd say, a nasty person. But what made me into a nasty person? Because like, uh, my mum gave me away to me uncle and to me auntie, and then like I said, at the age of 4, they decided to emigrate to Australia. They wanted to take me. My mum wouldn't let them. So I had to move back in my mum's house. And I didn't really know my mum. I didn't really know my dad. It's all I knew was like these my aunt and my uncle that I thought was my parents. And I decided at that early age, I knew what I was going to do. I was going to make their lives a misery. And I did. You know, proving demons, Joe Below. You know, I'll say one thing for proving demons. As much as I think he's an arsehole, and he'll do anything to get your money, uh, and I see people now drinking on here like I do. I never saw it before until I did it. Nobody ever mentioned drama. Well, yeah, they did mention drama, but nobody ever mentioned rants until I mentioned it. And now everybody mentions it. And now they drink on here. And good luck to them. You know what I mean? I don't own a monopoly, do it? Drinking on here. But it's what I hate, like proving demons, when he calls me a pisshead. And he's sitting there doing exactly the same what I'm doing. The only difference is he gets paid for it and I don't. Because one, I don't have enough subscribers uh, to accept super chat or adverts. So I do all this for nothing. He wrecked his girlfriend's career. Can I just go to toilet and hold that thought? Because actually, you're not the first person to tell me that. Yes, let's hold that thought. He wrecked his girlfriend's career. Uh, a lot of people do send me stuff, right? And I've said it loads of times. We're YouTubers. Who you think is your best friend is your worst enemy. Because even though you're having a private conversation, and don't ask me why they do this, because I don't know. Like, if somebody tells me something in private, that's private, and I don't blabber mouth about it. They tell me in confidence, and then that's where it stops in confidence. But YouTubers somehow always, when they're talking to each other, they screen record their conversations. They actually record their conversations just in case one day they might need it. So like, I used to, well, I still get a lot of stuff. Sorry, I just don't like proving demons. He is a standover and he has not proven deep. You know, I don't like him. You know, he's banned me from his channel. You know, like I used to be a drama channel and he banned me. Then I made this channel, Rant of the Day, you know, and he's drinking on here like I am. And he went, Rant of the Day, are you that old man that drinks and blah, blah, you know? But I didn't lie. I didn't, I could have done, I could have said no, you know, it's not me. But I knew as soon as I said yes, he was going to fucking ban me. He was going to ban me. And I thought, should I lie? Should I lie? And I thought, no, I'm not. I pride myself on my truth. So I said, yeah, I am. And he fucking banned me straight away. He banned me. And then he calls me out for the fucking drink and everything. And he's doing the same. Simon, you're a good debunker. I don't debunk, or I don't really mean to debunk. I just watch people's videos and I point out their mistakes. And because I do point out their mistakes, they take offence. You know, I'll just take a shovel and smack it over the heads because, like, some of them need it, don't they? You know, same here, Simon. Private is private. It is. It really is. And I can't understand why they do it. You know, and they send it me so, like, I would shout it out. And I think, no, I can't shout it out. You know, I really can't. But it's like, because I don't shout it out, I know a lot about, you know, unscrupulous YouTubers. You know, I made a video about, forget what his name is, from Lancashire. He's using cancer because he was going over to Japan. Can't think of his fucking name now for the life of me when I'm drinking. I can't think of his name. But he used cancer, right? And he was shouting out Dan Duffy, you know, because Dan Duffy, which I've always liked anyway. And the reason why I did like him, he always knew he was an entertainment channel. He never took anything serious. But people shout him out because, you know, he was a big YouTuber. He had more following than the rest of them. You know, they send it to you because they are using it. Of course they are. And that's why they send it to me. I know that. And that's why I don't use it half of the time. That's why I don't make videos anymore. You know, somebody in a conversation says what's happened to, like, Lindsay and Lee Steers, because, like, I don't know what's happening to them. I hope they're okay. But as a marriage, they split up or whatever. And I hope that's not the case. But we'll never know until everything comes out. You know, where is it? Because I did look what somebody did send me about Lindsay and Lee. And then I did see the post they put up, like, they didn't say anything. You know, they're just saying they're having a bit of time off and whatever. Why don't they just say we're just going through a bad patch? Lee's shagging another woman. I caught him. You know, why don't they say it? Or Lee can say, I caught Lindsay with blah blah, you know. Because it's life. It's life. And I do understand they want to keep the private life separate. But the only problem with that is you've got people that are going to speculate. Until you come out and tell us exactly the truth, people are going to speculate of what happened to Lindsay and Lee. True paranormal. But YouTube is, yeah, it is a money maker. You know, and like I says, I watch what you call it, the Haunted Hotel. You know, and I think they're good, and I do think they're truthful. But at the same time, I think they charge too much for people to go and investigate it. But that's my opinion. You know, John's YouTube is a money maker. True to your fans, like the above. You see, like the Origi brothers, right? I've always liked Stephen Griff. Yes, I'd like to go on a ghost hunt with them, but unfortunately, that's going to be out there. It's hello, bomb fluff. You know, like bum fluff. Fucking hell, got me at it. Love and light and all things beautiful. Well, you come to the wrong channel, then, haven't you? You've come to the sadly. A lot of YouTubers do it for the money. And that's what I'm saying. They do it for the money. You know, if you ask me, am I doing YouTube for the money? Of course I am. If I can if I can get money out of you lot, then I'm gonna put it into my videos, like my ghost hunting videos. And then uh, I can use that money for petrol to see Nanny Lynn. I can I wouldn't put it in the Derby Goals, even though I do believe it's haunted. But I wouldn't put it in there for the simple reason is uh, I just think he charges too much. I really, and I do realise he has to make a living like everybody else. But then I've got another place I can go, which is an hotel. It's got room 12 and it's very haunted. But it's not an haunted hotel. They don't advertise it as an hotel, haunted hotel. They just advertise it as just a normal hotel. And I actually found out that room 12 is haunted. So I can pay for a night about 80 quid. What's that? Even the honest teams that claim to be honest have patrons, and of course they do. They all do it for the money. And this is what I say, you know, when a team tells you, I don't do it for the money, do not believe them. Which hotel, Simon? I'm going to find it out now. I'm going to go on Google, you know, just to show you, you know, how honest I am. You know, an extra camera. I could even afford an extra camera. Share screen. So entire screen, show that, show the sound, share it. There we go. Oh. Google Maps. So here we go. We've got Google Maps. Right. See, that's where I'm from, Derby. Look. We'll go here. Right. Now, I used to live round here, Chaddiston. My haunted house, believe it or not. Uh, well, 52. Oh, that's blank. You know, it's opposite here. Nottingham Road. Yeah, I used to live Wiltshire Avenue. Fancy Street. Yeah, I recognise that. Oh, this is where I used to live. Cornwall Road, Kerry Street. That, here it is. Right, let's go here. Now that's my car. I know it's an old map, but I recognise my car. Look, I'm not using me in my garden. This bit here and here. So I used to live here, and this house, I'd lived in it for 57 years. Uh, but I swapped or had an exchange because it was a council house. And I moved to I moved to this block of flats here, look. So I live in this block of flats. I live there. And I wouldn't say it's haunted, even though I see things. And I was looking around Derbyshire, like, for stuff. And is it here? I come, because I used to buy this when I was a kid. I used to buy and here. I used to go up here and here, look. Now I always knew this area. I always knew this little bit of area. All right. So this place here used to be like a mental hospital or whatever. I'm not sure if it used to be a borstal. You know, naughty boys' rooms. But I've known it for years. So this is a bed and breakfast. Right, so here it is, look. 24th to the 25th of August, it's £56 to stop in like this hotel here. Right, so we'll go Risley Hall Hotel. Right, so I'll put it there, and then like you can see, we'll put it Risley Hall Hotel Ghosts. So there you go. And what do we get? Ghosts in room 12. You know, £56. Now, how much? That's to stop there a night. So if you wanted to stop there a night and say, I would like to stop in room 12, is that room available? And you'll get it for £56. Right? You can do your investigation or whatever. But it would cost you £56. They don't advertise it as a ghost hotel or anything like that. But like I say, when you have what you call it, all the people that are saying like, my hotel is haunted, and they're charging you extortionate prices, you know, and but you can get it like for that what I've got, you know. It does upset me. It really does upset me because like I can get that for like I said for that price. It's not an haunted hotel. They don't advertise it as an haunted hotel. But if you look and you do a bit of research, you know, people will say, yeah, this or that, you know, and you can do an investigation there on your own and it ain't going to cost you that much. Yeah, I love a night, so would I. For the money they charge, I'd want to see a ghost. And this is where, like, I've gone about Beardo, right? He got to do, uh, is it My Hotel is Haunted with PSI, and they didn't pay. And I wrote a comment on the video that he made, and all I said was, do you think it was worth the money if you had to pay for it? And he didn't answer me. Now, I've asked him a couple of questions on his videos or whatever, on his live streams, and he chooses not to answer me. You know, and I don't take offence. I don't say, like, and call him all the names under the sun. You know, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, proving demons and that. Well, you can't say that, can you? Unless you actually know and you're feeding him the, like a, you could say I'm a cocaine freak, couldn't you? The only person that knows I'm a cocaine freak is the people that are feeding it me. You know, so like, I know he drinks on here like I do. They all say I'm an alcoholic, but I'm not. So I wouldn't say proving demons is, although I have heard quite a few times from a couple of different people that say he's turned up on ghost hunts, drunk, and whatever. So, but he's never been done for drink driving, has he? He's never been done for drink driving. What's this one, Colin? Is that try, John? I know I'm a medium and I don't charge to do it for free to help. Well, you see, I'm glad you said that, Colin, because like I don't believe in mediums. I am not saying that sometimes you can connect to spirits and sometimes you can get it completely wrong. You know, what's that? Love it. Beardo claims he does this for the paranormal. No, he does it for the money. Now, this is the problem, right? This is the problem. When Beardo started to do it, he did it because he loved to do it, right? until he got to that 1,000 subscribers. And then when he got to that 1,000 subscribers, and when he realised how much money he could make, right? Well, you've got to remember, Beardo just used to make videos, didn't he? He never did lives. He never did live streams or out like that. He just made videos. And he made them of paranormal. But as soon as he got that 1,000 subscribers, and it's like, I'm not saying it's Beardo, it's people, Dr. Gray. Well, I've never seen Dr. Gray, so I can't put him into it. But all these people that say they don't do it for the money, why are they going live? Why are they like put their super chat on when you can turn it off? You do not have to put your super chat on. If you're not doing it for the money, when you're going live, why have you got your super chat on? And that's what I question. You know, and I'll question it with people. I'll question it with Beardo. And if they don't like me saying it, tough fucking shit. You know, if they don't like me saying this, tough shit on them. Doesn't mean I don't like them, because I do like them. But I question, which I do, I question. What's that? Yeah. Now she does exploring a lot in the takeaway. I don't know what that is. What's that? And more women on YouTube exploring the UK. You know, I'd love to explore. Right, what's this? I can't believe how many people give money to Proving Demons. His girlfriend was good when she was fired. Oh, she fell in love with Proving Demons. And I never saw her before Proving Demons. But I heard he was going out. Well, oh God, I'm sure I shouldn't say it, but the gossip was, and it was gossip, because like I say, people send me stuff all the time. When he was going out with his previous girlfriend, when he was doing that exploring in Europe, was it the in Russia, or was it Ukraine? Ukraine, where they had that big explosion, and we got some of it, didn't we, in Wales? Because half of the fucking sheep died, didn't they? Apparently in Wales. I don't know. Shenova, was it Shenova? I can't remember. But his girlfriend then, I was told he fucked her off back home and whatever, and that he was going out, or he was seeing that the girl is seeing now. Yeah, he has. Of course, he does it for the money. You know, it's like last night. Uh, Somebody says it's my birthday, and he's going, "Yeah, happy birthday to you!" Yeah, you know that. To me, I can't do that. I think I'm a fucking idiot. I really do. If I drink, like, because I do drink, you know, but if somebody says to me it's my birthday, I'll just say fucking happy birthday. You know, I wouldn't say, yeah, it's your birthday. Oh, let's have a dance and let's romp all over the living room. Eh? You know, that Colin, it must be a burden in your life. I miss the old school paranormalities. Problem is YouTube. You know, YouTube taught us that, like, what was it? I've got haunted paranormal. That Yvette Fielding and her husband. You know, YouTube taught us that they wasn't real. Uh, like oh my gosh, and a few others. Uh, what's his name? Who says he collects us all the dolls and that from Ed Ed Warren and can't think of his name. Really can't. But I think most of us we've lost somebody, which we have. We really, really like to connect to them if we can. Actually, I think you're right. I real, I really think like proving demons is extremely emotionally abusive to her. There are so many. Yeah, I only did it last night. She says, right, she's got this compulsive disorder disease where she has to clean up, she has to do this, everything has to be in the right. And I've got no reason to question it because I don't know her. All right. But I'm watching Proving Demons last night, you know, getting pissed and whatever. And he knows what his girlfriend's like and that. Why didn't he end his life the moment she walked through that door? Hello, Tony. I think anybody that does this for money is not credible. Oh, I do beg to differ, but I understand what you're saying. They all do it for money. Like I said, I'll do it for money. You pay me, I'm going to do it. But what really upsets me is when they say they don't do it for the money. If you know, and then like they get to 1,000 subs, they get to do the lives, and the first thing they do is put the super chat on. And they've been telling up till they got the 1,000 subscribers, they've been telling the followers, we're not doing it for money. No, you're not doing it for the money because you haven't got 1,000 subscribers to do it for the money. But as soon as you reach that 1,000 subscribers, you know, the first thing you do is turn the super chat on. You go live, you realise people will send you a couple of quid, and then you do a few lives and you're doing it for the money. And then you turn around and say, well, not doing it for the money, not doing it for the money. That's what gets me. You know, if I had 1,000 subscribers tomorrow, the first thing I'm going to do is share on Super Chat. And the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go live and I'm going to say, send me all your money, because that way I can go and do an investigation with Tony and it ain't going to cost me a penny, because you lovely suckers are going to pay for it. You know, and that is the truth. That is the truth. You lot are going to pay for me to do my investigations, because I'm a tight git and I don't want to spend money. But I would spend your money, you know, going visiting Tony, going visiting Nanny Lynn or whatever, and do it on Ghost Hunts, because it's your money. Well, like I say, we was on about proving demons, weren't we? You know, he might be a raving alcoholic. I know he is a womanizer because people send me stuff all the time. Yeah, I am good. You know, people do send me a lot of stuff about him. Like I say, I've got recordings of conversations about him. So I do know that he's not a very nice person. But I also know the people that send it me want me to shout him out and play these recordings or show these screenshots, but I don't do it. You know, I won't do it. I won't be like drawn into that. Well, and it goes to, like I say, you know, about YouTube is why would you want to record your best mate, and then when you fall out, you've got all these recordings of him? But he was your best mate. What? You see, that blows my head away. You know, Clive is my best mate. And we have fallouts like every other fucking day. We have fallouts. But like, I don't go on YouTube and like say, "Oh, I fell out with Clive today. He's a fucking wanker. He's this." You know, we sort it out like gentlemen. You know, what's this nickel? Oh, I've got this. I've got this pain here now. Oh, right, hello, Shire. I think they don't believe in the paranormal, and the egos and the money becomes a core subject. I don't know. I think they do believe in the paranormal. Uh, I've watched Proving Demons when he was a proper paranormal, and he's worked with some incredible people. But he just got corrupted. It got corrupted by YouTube, and this is what I say. He was a very good paranormal investigator. And I bet many of you didn't know that, did you? You know, Proving Demons, when he first started, he was a very good. It was like Mark Smith, but they just got corrupted by YouTube, by the fame, by the money. And then, like I said, if it wasn't for him or gosh, shouting out Proving Demons, and that's where the drama started with him and Mark Smith, because there was like level pegging. There was Mark Smith was there, Proving Demons was there. A couple of weeks later, Proving Demons was there, Mark Smith was there. couple of weeks, and that's how they kept going. You know, for about a year, they kept going like that, and then all of a sudden, Omar Goss got involved, and he gave Proving Demons a shout out, and Demons went poof right up here. Now, up to that point, Proving Demons and Mark Smith were very good friends. Very, very good friends. So Mark Smith says to him, well, Andrew, give me a shout out. I want some of that. I want to be up here with you. Proving Demons probably says to him, fuck off, you know, because I don't know what Proving Demons has said to him. But because Proving Demons was up here now, Mark Smith was down there. Proving Demons fucked Mark Smith off. He didn't drag him with him, you know, and then we had the fucking drama wars with them. Right, let's have a look. What you saying? Hello, sir. Do you watch MMA? No, I don't. Some of these people are actors. Of course they are. They're all actors. I'm sorry to hear that. Is it Trent Freedom? My mother died on June the 15th. Beardo and his wife were so nice. No, you see, I do believe that is true. They are nice people. I will not slag off Beardo. He is a nice person. So what I do say is, when they say they don't do it for the money, you know, because he is really nice. And I'm glad. You see, my mum died on the 15th. Beardo and his wife were so nice. And we are to make us respect. You know, I will not say anything. Beardo is a nice person, and so is people. It's what I do criticise them on is when they say they don't do it for the money. We all do it for the money. Makes me mad when they say the money goes towards petrol. No, but with that is true. That you see, if you paid me, that's where the money would go. It would go like when I showed you an hotel that's not haunted, and then I showed you the same hotel, room 12 is haunted. It's going to cost me 56 quid a night. If I could make money on this, like I'm doing now, and at the end of the month, if I could afford that hotel room, you know, I would go. So, like, it does go to what they say it's going for, but it's also going towards the beer, it's going towards, you know, their lifestyle. But it's what I say is they're doing it for the money. I mean, his wife eats it, yeah. Thank you, John. So sorry for the lost Trent. You know, yeah, I do feel that. You know, I lost my wife, you know, and I've had John's sixth sense, and a few others says to me, you know, I buy your wife. You know, they didn't even know me fucking wife. Even I didn't know my wife. Because if I did know my wife, when she left me in so fucking debt, which she did, you know, even I didn't know my own wife. But how dare they say about my wife? No wonder why your wife left you. That's what Proving Demon says. He says, and it was only a few weeks ago when he said it. And no wonder why your wife left you. And she didn't leave me, Andrew. She fucking died. You know, it was like in the covert, the covert, That's fucking spying, isn't it? Covert. COVID, that's it. It was like it was just before, and I mean that just before. It was either a week or 2 weeks before they announced uh, the COVID, and she died of pneumonia. So anybody knows about COVID, pneumonia, you can make a link, you can, like, do a conspiracy theory like I did, you know, but she died, you know, and it broke my heart, and I sobbed, and I sobbed. All on a question, saying alive, you know. I just hate, and I really do dislike people trying to put the wool over your eyes. You know, you could look at Ghost of Britain, right? They've got that many followers now. People question whether they are real followers, whether they brought them or what, but it doesn't matter, right? What matters is the views. You know, it's like me. You look at me. I've just had 23. Now I'm down to 22. Right. At the end of the night, I'll probably have had like 160 views. Right, and I consider that quite good. Now, out of all the people that view me, you're going to get a couple of people come in, take one look at me, don't listen to what I've got to say or whatever, and they'll piss off. Now, obviously, I don't mind that because, like, and then I get some people that listen to me and saying, hang on a minute, he makes sense. I'm going to listen to him. And they listen to me for a couple of weeks because I only come on like either a Friday or a Saturday. And then they get pissed off with me drinking, slurring with words or whatever. And they leave me. And I'm fine with that. You see, I have got no, because I know if I can stick under and I don't reach that 1,000 subscribers, fat me, I can say what I want, can't I? I can call them all out and they can't call me out, can they? Because, like, they can't say, oh, GS is doing it for the money, because obviously I don't get any money, do I? I haven't got 1,000 subscribers. I haven't got this. I haven't. So they can't call me out. So, this is why it doesn't bother me. If I reach it, I reach it. And if I don't, I don't. It don't bother me. Oh my gosh. This is another cool 10%. I better go to bed in a bit. What is it? 23:18. Just saw a ghost behind you, brother. It's funny you say that, because I don't believe in ghosts. Yeah, I do. I do. No, I don't believe in ghosts. I think I believe in spirits. Because what is a ghost? Can somebody explain to me what a ghost is? Because we have ghosts, we have demons, we have spirits, we have aliens, right? So could somebody please explain to me what a ghost is. What's that? A minute. Keep calling it ghost, Harvey. It makes more sense to me. So, yeah. So, what is a ghost? You know, I believe in spirits. We see things at the corner of his eyes. We see things that we can't explain. Uh, and then people believe in aliens, right? Could they be spirits? You know, because you've seen the films where they've got the arm there and they touch it, blah, blah, and they turn invisible. And just before they turn invisible, you've actually caught him. And there you are with your camera, click, just before, like, and before he's disappeared, you're there with your camera, click. Is it an alien or is it a spirit? You know, can you answer it? I don't know. Yeah, sorry about your wife, mate. That's probably why he deleted the live. No, he always deletes them. He always deletes his live streams because he's drinking and he knows it's going to upset some people. And he doesn't want people like me, like Beardo, like Purple. He doesn't want them to get hold of that video, download it, but it's like, see, I made a mistake. Yeah, I'll share my screen, look. I made a mistake. I downloaded it last night, but look, I have this. Grab a clip. So if I go here, look, I'll click on that. Click on YouTube. That's me going back to go something. Look. So obviously, if I put here, look, so it comes up here, proving demons. So I go here. Right. Obviously, he's not live tonight. Look. But if he was live, you know, so I'll take this one here. I'll take that here, look, copy that. So if he was doing this live, can you see it flashing? So it's here, look. So I go like that and I'll grab the clip. You know, so if he was doing a live, I could grab it, you know. I could grab the clip and I did it last night, but for some reason I came off YouTube. So like it cancelled it. Oh, I was bloody mad. I was bloody mad. Where are we? That's me. Oh, back here. I think my wife just married me because I was a lift engineer and she thought I had lots of money. She didn't realise I was a pisshead. She was a pisshead. So that made it worse where we never had any money because we both drank it up the wall. But I will say I did love her. Like John Smith, most of the channel creators get a certain sub level and become experts. We'll never be experts in paranormal. And I tell you what really kills me as well with let's move that. What really gets me with some paranormal people when they pretend to be scared. You, you are a paranormal investigator, right? So investigate, investigate. Don't, you know, like the mate, did a poltergeist visit me? No, it was my fucking next door neighbour with a fucking brush, and hit me over the head with it. You know, I've got that green screen behind me, look, right? I've never used it. I bought it to try and figure out how things are done. And I've never ever put it on here, which I haven't. But it's for me to learn, how things are done and created. And like people will say, like, oh, it's masking, it's this, it's that, it's like green screen, and I can see this and I can see that. You know, it's 8:25 in Australia, mate, and I love your channel. So sorry about your wife. You know, my cousin lives in Australia. Susan and her brother Mark. Mark's, uh, I don't know if you've ever heard of him, Mark Howard. And, the Melbourne Cup and all that, horse racing. He does all that. He's into the horse racing. So if you've ever heard of Mark Howard in that vicinity of like the horse racing, is he trains horses and all that. I don't even know if he's famous over there, but I heard he was doing quite well. He came over to England to study, and then went back to Australia. I think he had a couple of winners, one in the Melbourne Cup and somewhere else. But his name is Mark Howard. So if you're into horse racing, if you ever see his name, you know he's related to me. So you know he's a fucking dipstick. Uh, John Smith, most of the channels creators. Oh, I've had that one, ain't it? You know, like I say, I'm going to try and I'm going to calm these lives down because uh, I think I've got about 5 grand in the bank. Uh, I'm just having a look. Second, So, what is that? Well, apparently I've got 523. I've got 523, 87.18 coming out. So I'm going to have about 400 and 4,000, but 4,090. And I really do hate, I'd really do hate spending my own money. But I need to spend it. I need to I need to just go ghost hunting. I am not doing bad at the gym. And I think this is why I do want to go back ghost hunting and whatever. This is another reason why I don't want to drink on here, because I'm going to the gym. I'm doing all my exercises and whatever, and I'm feeling a bit healthier. If I really am. I've got a pain here at the moment in the back of me, but I do all this breathing exercises, breathe through your nose, hold it, lower, lower, because apparently this is like Tai Chi, and I do this in the morning, but I'm not sitting down, I'm standing up, but I breathe in and I do a little bit of tight, and then we have to do turn our hands, you know, and then bring them back together, and when you're breathing in, you bring your hands and you turn them around again, you breathe, I do all that. So I'm trying to help myself, and then I spend about 10 minutes meditating. Voila. Oh. So I do I don't listen to that shitty music. I do not listen to that shitty music. Because apparently I've always believed I can't. I cannot meditate. I've said it loads of times. I can't meditate because my brain just runs away with itself. See, this is good for spirits. Just waft it around your ass, and this will open you up to spirit. And candles as well, what they say. Yeah, I am really getting into back to the spiritual side of me. What's that? Stick to the old fella. It makes a difference. I think smoking cigarettes is better than vaping. But when we get older, mate, we need to use our muscles. Now, many a times you can see me when I'm drinking, and I'll buy a pack of the cigarettes, and you'll see me smoking on here, and you'll see me coughing me guts out. When I vape, I, I probably do cough sometimes, but not as much as when I smoke cigarettes. Do I think vaping is as bad as cigarettes? Yeah, I do. When I smoked cigarettes, I'd go dizzy in my head. Never black. Well, I did black out once in the pub. No, outside the pub. I was standing outside having a cigarette. My head went buzzy. Next thing you know, I was on the floor. Uh, so uh, I thought I'd better start vaping. And I was coughing quite a lot on cigarettes. And I don't do it with the vape. But is it as bad? I think it is. Right. Agreed, Trent. You know, it, they, they're just as bad as each other. Thanks, John. Always respect to my oldest people. I would rather see smokers, cigarettes, and lightweights. I'd just rather give in full stop, but unfortunately, I've been smoking since the age of 12. I've always believed that smoking won't kill you. It's just people telling you, and that kills you. Oh, you're going to die of smoking. And people believe it. And then next thing you know, they're fucking dead. Well, I'll just say, like, I can drink, I can walk across the road, I can do this, and everything's going to kill me. But like, I'm going to live. I've always believed I was going to live till 94. Don't ask me why. But I've always believed that I'm going to live till 94. And I think this is why I'm going for a phase now, doing the gym, doing this, because I want to live till 94. Do a buggery. My friends don't smoke. They don't understand, because they tell me off, they'll say things, and I'll just say to them, you don't understand. You've never smoked. You had no desire to smoke. Uh, you was never really around people that smoked, which most of them wasn't. You know, but my mum smoked, my dad smoked. I was in a children's home. They smoked. Well, I'm going to shoot off now anyway because I am tired. I want to go to bed. Just going to finish off this little bit of a drink. It's all I ever say is live your life the best you can. And if you could live your life without hurting people, which I find very hard to do because like we're always going to hurt someone. But if your heart is in the right place, you're doing well. But I always say like, try to live your life without hurting people. But I know sometimes that we do hurt people. But if your heart is in the right place, you're forgiven. Forgive yourself because you're doing it for the right reasons. So on that note, have a good night and thank you all for watching me. And hopefully I'll get back to ghost hunting. There we go. So I get lost with it. When I do StreamYards, I get lost out to end the broadcast. But I do thank you for watching me. And my heart goes out to you all.